cold as ice with it, so you better.
I tried to be, anyway, like a humble person. I tried to, like, do you know what I mean? I tried to get along with everyone. So, like, it takes a lot to really, like, piss me off, do you know what I mean? And, like, no one has ever said anything in a battle that's really offended me. I think it was, like, at one point, like, I was, like, one of my best friends, like, Wardy, he's got a cousin, Abby, and Pamela mentioned her in a battle. Like, that's one thing. It didn't piss me off, but, like, I think it might have been a bit, like, deep on her, do you know what I mean? Like, because she was just, like, around me at the time. Do you know what I mean? And Pamela obviously just must have seen a picture of her and thought, yo, that's this chick, I'm just gonna gun her, like. It was just random, I wasn't expecting it. And, like, I had her cousin was there with me to watch the battle. None of us were expecting that, innit? It just comes from like, yo, Happy Ward's a massive forward, and I've seen it kind of sagged to yours, like, oh, no, you joke, you didn't just fucking bring her into the battle just like that. That is deep, like, but do you know what I mean? It didn't piss me off, like, I saw the funny side of it, but, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think, like, her family would have seen the funny side of it, but hey. Battling's battling, like, for example, if I had like, I don't know how I'd react in certain situations, like, with like, for example, you get people like when they diss dead relatives and things like that. Like, I am fully capable of just, like, punching a dude in his face, do you know what I mean? If he disses, like, a dead relative or something that's really serious, but, like, I don't know how I'd, like, I can't think now anything that's really that deep that would affect me to make me switch like that. But I'm not saying it could never happen. Maybe one day someone, do you know what I mean? Like, I'd like to think I'd be able to keep my cool, but hey, man, like, I haven't got, like, someone who's, like, do you know what I mean? Man, I have got, you know, people who are close to me, like, that have died. So I don't know, man. Sometimes it's just upholding their honour. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and, like, even with all this, like, it's just a battle talk. There are certain lines that can't really be crossed, innit? They're like human lines, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I would never disrespect someone's, like, if I knew that my opponent had someone who was really close to them and that person had died, for example, I would not do it, just out of principle, innit? And if I did, then I should be able to accept a punch, innit? If that's the way they feel. Then it'd be the same, innit? Like, vice versa, I'd do the same thing. I reckon I'd have to, yeah, like, upholding someone's honour. It's only right, give them a fucking right hook.
Watch your back before I rip your spinal.
Probably the Pedro battle, man. I don't like to say it because I do love Pedro. I think Pedro is sick. Like, especially now, he's improved like craziness. But my battle with Pedro, man, I should have won that one, to be honest, man. I'm not gonna lie. I think at the time, which it ties into a new point as well, of the video judging. I think at the time, Pedro's performance was a bit better, so he was a bit more like, you know what Pedro's like here, he's like up there, and, like, at the time he did seem to, like, overpower me on stage presence, because I was in Scarborough and I had no sleep the night before. I was like in the car, just like not even getting any sleep, do you know what I mean? So by the time I actually got to night time and I was performing after some 8-hour journey, it wasn't my best performance. And Pedro, he was just on his game, innit? But that's why I think this new video judging system is good as well, innit? Because, like, especially with that battle, you can't watch it back and say that I didn't win, do you know what I mean? Like, it's like I think like 80% of the comments on the battle was like, what is this? Just some bullshit decision, do you know what I mean? So that is the one. And yeah, it brings into the video judging, how that's good now, innit? Because, like, that would have been a perfect example, because on the day, you might think, you might have lost, like, because you got captured into the whole stage presence thing. But when you actually look back and actually analyse the lyrical content of the actual thing, and I think that one was pretty clear, do you know what I mean? I should have got that one.
Called out and stab you in the eye with it.
Just things like, oh, you need to be, like, people used to say that I need to be more direct, that I was too, like, rappy sort of, without actually going at my opponent directly. So I tried to incorporate that against Dots. I tried to put in a bit more schemes and stuff like that, which wasn't really my style at first. I feel at first I was more just like straight in there, like multi-syllable rhyming, but rapid fire. But, like, obviously, like, I went through a phase of, like, losing a lot, do you know what I'm saying? And, like, when I look at people's criticisms online on the forum, there was like, yeah, Impact, like, he's got the potential to be like this, but he's just not direct enough for it to tear. So I was like, okay, I'll try it out, do you know what I mean? And, like, yeah, that's basically what the Dots battle was. It was just me, like, trying to do something a bit different and see what people thought of it. But yeah, I won that one. But, like, at the same time, do you know what I mean? Like, I'd rather stick to what I was doing originally, do you know what I mean? So I think I might just bring it back next time.
Rhyme sickness is the illness I suffer.
Either my battle with Bam, it's between my battle with Bamalam, my battle with Dialect, and maybe the latest one against Dots. I feel the latest one against Dots because, like, when I battled Dots, I had more time to take like previous criticisms on board, and I tried to like sort of like, do you know what I mean, put that into my battle with Dots just to make it more like appealing to what everyone wanted. So that one, the dialect one or the Bamalan one. The Bamalan one was like, that was classic, like one of my first battles. That was when I was going in with my old style, all just aggressive, multi sort of thing. And the dialect one was just like, I think that was just an amazing battle, like, cause we both had respect for each other and you can like sort of see it there. So I just, both of us just going in, do you know what I'm saying?
From kidnap your mother, handcuff.
As a rapper, I prefer the written battles, man. Like, obviously the element of freestyle is like always amazing to have as an artist. Like, as a rapper, like freestyling is like, it's amazing to see it done. But like, I'm better at writing. Do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, I'm better at that. And I do love watching freestyle battles. They're always way more funny. Do you know what I'm saying? Like when it's in the moment and like people are just dissing each other, it's funny. But I do prefer written as it's more just intricate. You've got your chance to really display your penmanship, like, do you know what I mean, at an advanced level, rather than just like saying a couple of jokes, like, do you know what I'm saying?
To a cluster bomb, verbal.
Yeah, bro, the DF tattoo, man. Basically, we want the story behind it. Okay, basically, last year I went up to LA with all the Don't Flop crew to watch the Disaster and Cannabis battle. Like, I was there to see that battle, do you know, because obviously Cannabis is like one of my biggest inspirations, so like, I was there no matter what. But like, yeah, when we were there, like I think it was on the maybe like the Saturday on the weekend there, we'd been out in Hollywood, we'd been out in all these crazy places, and we was just drunk as fuck, do you know what I mean? And we was on Venice Beach, do you know what I mean? It was just crazy, and like, obviously the experience itself is just surreal, innit? Like, I was just out there, we was all drunk on the beach having fun, and I think it was Critical, the guy who owns Base Mentality Battles in Sweden, he was like, yo, who wants to go and get a Don't Flop tattoo? I dare anyone to get a Don't Flop tattoo. And I was like, yo, let's fucking go. I'm down, what, bro, let's go. And I was like, yo, come on, Enigma, come on, Natural, let's do it. I was like, oh, nah, man, no. Like, come on, let's fucking do it, bro. And in the end, we all fucking done it, do you know what I mean? Like, we all went there, got Don't Flop tattoos, and yeah, and that's what happened. And afterwards, just, do you know what I mean? It's just funny. To me, it's like, I'm a tattoo kind of guy anyway. I've got like 4 tattoos at the moment, and I'm gonna get more. So, at the time, when it was like, yo, you want a free tattoo? Like, yo, I'll get a fucking free tattoo. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, like, Don't Flop has done a lot for me. Do you know what I mean? I'm not talking about like any people in particular, but Don't Flop as a whole has done a lot for me, and for me getting closer to my dream, which is obviously being a well-known, established, respected artist. So like, it's nothing for me, do you know what I mean? I've got it there, do you know what I mean? It's Don't Flop, I'm repping Don't Flop, and they've done a lot for me. It's part of my story as a human being, and it was a fucking crazy holiday, do you know what I mean? Like, it was a crazy holiday as well, so it's all just memories, and yeah, man.
So no regrets?
No regrets, man, never that, man.
Mayhem, infernal flames when
I feel that, like, in my personality and character, that I try to uphold certain principles and certain standards, do you know what I'm saying? And Charlie Veitch, I've watched him for a long time, and like the things that he stands up for is in like freedom of expression, freedom of creativity, loving your fellow human being, etc. I feel I stand for those sort of morals, do you know what I mean? And that sort of thing. So like, I suppose it was only natural that I ended up meeting him just on a whim, and we've done our thing, do you know what I'm saying?
How did you meet him? How did that go down?
Basically, I've got a cousin called JP who's a stand-up comedian, and like he does gigs all around London and that, and I went to support him for one of his shows. It was in North London, I can't remember the exact place, but just on a random one, Charlie Veitch was there doing his first ever stand-up show. So I was like, as soon as he walked in, I was like, yo, Charlie, what's good? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, whoa, I've been watching this guy for time. And he was like, yo, what's up? We ended up talking, and he was like, yo, man, drop something for my channel. Like, I was happy to oblige, you know what I'm saying?
I'm so hot, I'm sunburning.
Or even there's all this talk about get rid of Arsene, but you know when he goes, man, they'll be regretting it. So we've got to keep him, man. You know, we'll definitely keep Arsene, man. Well, you know, man, you've got to buy someone, innit? Like, wherever, like, what I say, yeah, is like, one classic, like class player, like someone who's expensive, one world-class player, whether it's an attacking midfielder or one striker or both, and that's all we need, man. Then we've got it down. But saying that, we're still people like Giroud and that who's starting to come through now, so you know what I mean. But still, I'm always gonna say it, one player, one decent player, like a Tevez or a Messi or someone like that. Do you know what? Someone who's just hard. Just banging them goals, and that's we're cool.
My cursive unleashes a
At the moment, I think like John the Don. I think that'd be a sick battle because like I don't know what it is really. Like he's a URL smack DVD battler. Like and I think we've got sort of like similar styles. But so I think that'd just be. I just think it'd be a sick battle if I clashed him. There's a lot of people that I want to battle. Do you know what I mean? People like Disaster, like all of these sort of people. But I think John would just be a good matchup stylistically. So that's who I'd like to battle at the moment internationally. A lot of rappers won't want, like a lot of battle rappers in Don't Flop wouldn't want to admit this, but he's done what a lot of them want to do. He came through, done like 4 battles, and fucking blew up.
Then bullshit, fuck around and find yourself slumped, muzzled and booted. You don't want trouble, blood, you'll get punched up, fucking doofus any sudden movements.